Welcome to everyone. Another episode of Talkative Sports News, the best news on the Premier League and European football in the United States of America. Let's get straight to it. So, we're kind of we kind of have a different little treat for y'all today. Well, I kind of have a different little treat for y'all today. We're going to sprinkle some American soccer since this is an American news network. Let's talk about some MLS. So, before I begin, please like the video, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. You know what to do. I mean, I can't make you like the video, but if you like to watch me and you want me to do more episodes and different unique stuff, then comment, share, like the video, and I got you guys. Sounds fair? Cool. Let's start with the great, the only Lionel Messi, the legend. He's said to be one of the greatest players to ever live. Well, I guess by many, the greatest player to ever live, even though I think it's Pele, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not here to debate that, okay? Not here to debate. Just here to talk a little football news. So, it turns out Lionel Messi is not providing the increase in viewership and subscription to the MLS as far as their deal with Apple TV as we would think. Now, here's a caveat. They did go from 80,000 to 100,000 unique viewers per match. Right. According to the MLS president. But let's give these other numbers to go with it. So just to set the stage, right? Messi was given a piece of the subscription deal with the streaming service Apple TV for airing MLS games. Now, before said subscription service deal, MLS averaged 343,000 viewers on ESPN and ABC. MLS Cup Championship on Fox drew 423,000 viewers. The USL Championship, USL, which is one division lower than MLS, which, if you ask me, in my opinion, the bottom four teams in the MLS should be relegated to the USL, and then the top three should be promoted kind of like in England with the championship in the Premier League. But hey, that's just me. But I think that would personally make the MLS better. But that's just my opinion. Now, the USL Championship on CBS, which is one league below MLS, drew 431,000 viewers. So, this revolutionary change, this revolutionary rise in viewership that is supposed to happen, it's supposed to shake things up. It's supposed to bring MLS on the map. We are supposed to start competing with the sports giants like the NBA and the NFL and baseball, Major League Baseball, MLB. Well, it was still a long way to go. But still, it was supposed to have some sort of, bridging the gap, as one might say. But 80K to 120K per match, I don't know. I just don't see the bridging the gap. It's supposed to be revolutionary. Messi, the greatest player to ever play the game, is in our league. Yes, we got him. Let me tell you, my friends, I'll tell you, you will hardly find a bigger soccer fan than me. And I've watched MLS games. I'm more interested in watching Saudi Pro League. Sure, you might say, oh my God, they have more money, they have more status, and also they're closer to Europe. Okay. Okay, what does that mean? I thought you were supposed to have the greatest player to ever play the game, MLS. I thought Messi was better than Ronaldo. That's what y'all keep telling me. But USL Championship on CBS, over 400,000 views for one game. And these games that Messi's playing in can't even crack 120. And that's just USL. I'm not even bringing up the Saudi Pro League view numbers. We don't need to. Just watch the games. Just watch the games. You'll see which is better, MLS or Saudi Pro League. You can say, oh, they have more money. Oh my God, I've heard that argument so many times. My goodness. Look, having more money doesn't mean anything if the games, what do the games look like? What do these games look like? Are they better than MLS games? Of course they are better than MLS games. Do they have better players? Of course they have better players than MLS players. So what's holding the MLS back? Yeah, I get it. It's where old European players go to retire. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. I thought Messi was supposed to change everything. Got David Villa. Was supposed to change everything. Oh, now Luis Suarez. Oh, now Thomas Müller. Oh, now Heung-min Son. Where are the viewerships, Apple TV? Where's the new subscribers, MLS? I'm just not seeing it. And still, I would rather watch Saudi Pro League than my own league, than the top league in my own country. Something's got to change. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you got to do, but something has got to change because sure, it was a near 50% increase. I'll give you that. 80K to 120K. But still, lower leagues are having higher viewership. What's up with that? I don't get it at all. Something has got to change. Our next topic, we take it back to the Premier League, to the Premiership, to the English Premier League. Actually, we take it to London. Actually, we take it all the way to White Hart Lane. Now, Mr. Thomas Frank's message to Eberechi Eze and all the players out there snubbing Spurs. He says, and I quote, I don't want any players who don't want to come to the club. I'll say it again. I don't want any players who don't want to come to the club. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I love it. Thomas Frank. Yes, that's the spirit. That's the emotion you're supposed to come with. That's the fire. That's it right there. That's what made him such a great manager at Brentford. I mean, Brentford. Let me tell you a little something about Brentford. I've known they were a London team since I was in high school. I used to watch them in high school, but not in the whatever lower tier league. The first time I watched Brentford, I think they beat us, Chelsea. It was back during the days of Fernando Torres. They beat us at home. And they were like a League Two team. I had never heard of them. I think it was an EFL Cup. Back then it was the Carabao Cup. Right? Oh, no. Back then it was the EFL Cup. And then now it's called the Carabao Cup. But back then, I watched them. They beat us at home. Of course, we beat them at home and got our revenge. But a League Two team beating us. Never seen it. And of course, I don't think Thomas Frank was manager back then. But still, Brentford got some spirit. And I can see now why they've been successful in the Premier League since they got promoted. Because they hired the right manager. And Spurs, I'm here to inform you, you have got yourself a manager. You have got yourself a... He might be better than Arteta. I don't know if he's better than Enzo Maresca. I don't think so. But he might be better than Arteta. At least he didn't lose to PSG. He went all the way to penalties. Arsenal, you had your chance. You had your chance and you blew it. You had your chance to beat the world champions and you blew it. And now I understand. Spurs lost in penalties. Fair enough. But Thomas Frank, man, even when they lost that game, you know what Thomas Frank said? And I remember this. He said, it's like the operation was successful, but the patient died. Oh, God, I'll give that one to him. I mean, losing against the world champions in penalties, it's not the worst. They fought hard in that game. They were very brave. They took the game to PSG. It nearly paid off. But Thomas Frank, I salute you for this. I really do. I think you might be Spurs manager for the foreseeable future. And there's only been what, 2-3 Premier League games? 2 Premier League games? But I love what I'm seeing. From that PSG game, the Super Cup, to the first game of the season, to the second game of the season. So far, so good. Just don't pull an Ange. That's all I will say. That's my only thing. Just don't pull an Ange. But he's had experience with a lower tier team and at least keeping them up. And it's not like they were barely surviving. No, they finished probably 12th, 10th, 8th, pretty much consecutively in that middle of the pack where the Aston Villas used to finish and the Evertons used to finish and the Crystal Palaces and the Bournemouths of the world. He's been pretty consistently right there. Hasn't always had the best players, but he's made average players really good. I mean, look at the likes of Brian Mbeumo. Look at the likes of Yohan Wissa. Look at the likes of Ivan Toney. Yeah. So, Thomas Frank, I believe in you. And our last topic of the day, but not least. I'm gonna need some water for this. I'm pretty sure you all have a pretty good idea of what our last topic of the day is. A certain manager from Portugal who coaches in Manchester. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Ruben Amorim is still trying to win back-to-back games after 29 league games. 29 league games. Yes, this is not a joke. This is not a conspiracy theory. Even though I like conspiracy theories. But this is not a conspiracy theory. This is real. No back-to-back Premier League wins in 29 league games. Now, let's go through the top managers who and how long it took them. Arne Slot, 2 games. Pep Guardiola, 2 games. Thomas Frank, 2 games. Enzo Maresca, 5 games. Mikel Arteta, 9 games. Ruben Amorim, still looking for it after 29 games. Manchester United fans, please tell me why. I really want to know. Is it the change of system? Is it tactics? Is it the pure perpetual hate on Kobbie Mainoo? And yes, let me touch on that real quick. Kobbie Mainoo is one of the best young talents in this world. And he hasn't played a single Premier League minute so far this season. But he's been on the bench. He's been on the bench. And Amorim wants to come out and say, oh, he's competing with Bruno Fernandes and he has to do it in training. What? He's competing with Bruno? If Kobbie Mainoo is competing with Bruno Fernandes, then Man U might really be lost. Really. If Kobbie Mainoo is getting benched for Bruno Fernandes, and you want to play Casemiro? So who's competing with Casemiro? Ugarte? So I've heard Ugarte is not a good player. He cannot play. Adika Stakes. You can look Adika Stakes will tell you. Ugarte cannot play. Okay, fine. But Kobbie Mainoo can play. And Casemiro is a better option than Kobbie Mainoo? Are we being serious? Manchester might really be lost. I mean, look at today. They lost to Grimsby Town 12-11 on penalties after coming back from a 2-0 deficit. 2-0 deficit to Grimsby Town. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Grimsby Town. Grimsby Town is worth $3.1 million. Sorry, euros. Ugh, my USA brain again. 3.1 million euros. While Man U is worth 769 million euros. As far as their players, I'm talking about their players. I'm not talking about their club. I'm sure their club is worth billions. But as far as their players, the worth of the players on the squad, Grimsby Town, 3.1 million. Manchester United, 769 million. And they couldn't pull off the win. Shout out to my guy, Brian Mbeumo, getting his first Manchester United goal. Still waiting for that Premier League goal. Even though I really thought you had that header against Arsenal. Oof. David Raya. What a player. But I really thought that header was going to go in. But Ruben Amorim Why are you 2-0 down to Grimsby Town? Okay, fine. You're 2-0 down to Grimsby Town. You tie it up. Harry Maguire, 89th minute, ties it up. But you still lose on penalties. 2 players worth 3.1 million. I mean, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. What's going on in Manchester United? Now, if you're asking me, does Ruben Amorim need to go? I do not have an answer to that. I don't have an answer to it. You hired a manager to shake things up, and he has come and shake things up so much he done broke the box. He done broke everything. You gave him ingredients. You gave him a frying pan. You even gave him oil. Cook the food. 0 back-to-back wins in 29 Premier League games. My guy, you have burnt the kitchen. You've burnt the kitchen. The stove is all on fire. Everything is on fire. Stuff in the fridge is getting defrozen or defrosted. There's fire everywhere. You have burnt the kitchen. At this point, I believe Man U fans are just begging you, please don't burn the house down. Please don't burn the house down. This is not looking good for you, man. This is looking very, very bad for you. And with that, thank you for joining me on another episode. This was a 20-minute episode, yeah. But we had to dive deep into these topics today. But thank you for joining me once again on another episode of Talkative Sports News. Please like, comment, share the video. Please, 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 and thank you. That's all I ask you. I don't ask for no money. And there's no GoFundMe. No. All I ask is for one click and maybe a comment. That's it. Share if you want to. But I'd rather you just like the video and comment whatever you think, especially about Ruben Amorim. I really want to hear from you Manchester United fans, just to understand what's all this about. Why y'all letting him burn the kitchen like this, man? Why y'all letting him waste Kobe Mino's talent away? One of the best youngsters in the Premier League and arguably the world. But with that, thank you all for joining me. Peace.